Hey fellow garage golfers, Roland here with Garage Golf, where we provide extraordinary golf info for the extraordinary golfer. Today's video is all about jumping into E6 Connect on a Uneekor QED system. I'm going to take you through a few holes, walk you through some of the settings, but before we get started, I know my shorts are bright, but you know what? So is my personality. Let's jump into the video, stay tuned, and check it out. Okay, thanks again for watching and welcome back. Here at Garage Golf, we provide information and reviews on golf products, golf simulator equipment, and info on pretty much anything golf related. So if you're new to our channel, please consider subscribing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you into E6 Connect for the QED, Uneekor QED system. I'm going to walk you through how to set it up, and then we'll probably play a game of which three holes. I don't have Daniel Gilbert here with us, but I'm going to show you a couple holes on E6 Connect on the Uneekor QED system. Let's go ahead and jump right into the settings. I'll take you there, and then we'll go ahead and get started and show you a few of the holes and a little bit of gameplay on E6 Connect. Okay, so that took about a minute and a half, and now we finally have E6 Connect opening up. I'm not sure if that's my computer or everyone's, but it's definitely been my experience over and over again with E6 Connect. And here we are in E6 Connect. So let's walk you through some of the settings real quick. I want to let you see what we have option-wise. And then for now, I have the audio turned off. There's some background music that plays as you go through this, but in all honesty, it gets very repetitive over and over, so I turned it off for now, just so it's not in the background of this video. But all right, first thing we want to do is let's go ahead and click on Profiles. So we'll click on Profiles, and I'm going to go ahead and log in with my profile. Okay, so here I am. I'm logged into my profile now, ready to go. If we want to have any guests, we can add a guest as well. No guests in this case. I'm going to go ahead and click on Next. And here's going to be our options of play. So, as far as I'm aware, there's only 6 options, as you see here. So, stroke play, Stableford, modified Stableford, performance team stroke, scramble, and best ball. I remember with SkyTrack on the original E6, I thought there was a ton of more features in regards to different gameplay. So, I'm going to check that to make sure. I should have access to the full demo. But I remember there being like 30 or 40, if I remember correctly, as far as different game options that you could play. But for today's purposes, we're just going to go ahead and click on Stroke Play. And we'll click on Next. And then as you see here, here's all the courses that we have access to. And I'll show you that really quick. There's a bunch that you can get through the program. Pebble Beach, the Links at Spanish Bay, and Spyglass Hill. Those are all premium courses. But with their normal package, if you sign up for the full package at E6 Connect, you'll get all of these courses as you see here. Now I haven't downloaded all of them, so for today, we're going to play Bay Hill Golf Club, and I'm going to pick 3 holes on Bay Hill Golf Club to go ahead and play for you guys to see a little bit more of the features, a little bit more of the gameplay. And I've already downloaded that one, so we'll go ahead and click on Next. Now we can go into Game Options, and as you see, you have Game Options here and Selected Holes. So that's where I'm going to pick the actual hole. So under Settings, we can go in there and change a whole bunch of things. I'm not going to walk you through all this. I'll do that on another video, but I just kind of want to give you an idea of what's out there. System configuration, golf settings. I set the gimmies at 5 feet. Put it on 10-second auto continuance. Environment, you can change it. You can actually change the actual environment when you're on the course, which is nice. So course wind or none. Simulator, that shows my Uneekor system, obviously. And then info and help. So I'm going to go ahead and click on back. I'm going to show you selected holes. Now it brings us to which holes we're going to pick. And for this case, what we do on which 3 holes is we pick a par 3, a par 4, and a par 5. So what we got to do here is let's go ahead and delete all the holes, because right now it has us playing all of them. So you can actually go in there and pick which holes you want to play. So I'm going to delete all those. Hole number 2 happens to be a par 3, so we'll select that. Hole number 3 actually happens to be a par 4, and hole number 4 actually happens to be a par 5. So that sounds perfect. So what we're going to go ahead and do is click those 3. We're going to bring them up here to the top, and now we're just playing those 3 holes. So that's really cool. You could actually select up front which holes you want to play from the specific course before you get started. So let's go ahead and click on Tee Off, and we should be good to go. All right, so the first hole we're going to start off with is hole number 2. It's a par 3. What am I thinking? We can't play which 3 holes without that introduction. Play that catchy tune. Ba-da-da-da-da. Which 3 holes? Ba-da-da-da-da. Let us know. It might sound dirty, but that's not true. Just decide which 3 holes you want us to do. You'll pick 3 holes from your favorite course. We'll play them each for better or worse. We'll try to play them each out bogey free, but most likely we'll shoot a +2 or 3. Which 3 holes? Yeah. Woo-wee, that guy can sing. All right, let's get started. Before you get started on the actual hole, I want to take you into the settings on the actual gameplay itself. I want to show you what you can change from the actual tee box. Let's do that real quick. So here we are in hole number 2. As you can see, you can click anywhere you wish on that map and pick where you're aiming in regards to the actual flag stick. So that's nice. And down here in the bottom left, you actually have some options as well. So if you click this ball, what it does is actually brings you where you can see the golf ball. I kind of prefer that view versus you being standing on the actual box. So I'm going to click it there where you actually see the golf ball on the screen. This button here right next to it will actually give you a quick fly over the hole, which is really cool. So we'll show you that real quick. Actually shows you the hole location, zooms in on the hole. So that looks really nice. I like that feature as well, and you can click it to stop it at any point. And again, as far as environments and settings, you can actually change it on the 3rd button here if you want to change the way it's set up. Now we got different skylines, different viewpoints as far as dark skies, light skies, a little bit of sunshine. So that's always nice. I'm going to leave it on the actual normal setting. And then lastly, let's just say you want a clean screen. You don't want all this stuff up on your screen. While you're actually going to hit the ball, you can click this. That'll automatically take everything off the screen as well. This is that bottom right hand button. But I like all that stuff on there because it gives me a little bit of data, which I like. And then if you click up down here on the E6 button, you have the option to skip a hole, pick up the ball, edit your profile, go to settings, view your scorecard, all the stuff that you'll need. So let's go ahead and jump back into the game. We'll see how we do on which 3 holes today. All right, so you're going to see me down here in your bottom right-hand corner. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put a split screen so you can see the actual gameplay on the actual screen without it having a washed out image behind me. So I'm going to still try to work on that in the future. But we're starting off with a par 3, 203 yards. I'm actually going to be using my hybrid and see how close I can get it. So don't judge me based upon the swings. I'm still recovering from a hernia injury. So this is really my first time swinging in a while, which is why I haven't made a video in just a little bit. So hopefully I'll get you guys some good footage without looking too bad in the process. Let's get started. All right, so it's actually 207 yards. So let's see if I can get that hybrid there. All right, so about 191 yards. It came up a bit short. Let's see if I can chip it onto the green now. All right, and again, from my view, the way I kind of like it is I actually like to pull the ball back so I can see the ball in the actual footage or on the actual screen, but you can change that however you like, which is nice. And then here now we are behind the green. Still does the flyover, changing. So what I want to do is figure out how to get a better view of that green. So I think what we do is if you click on the map, up here on the upper right hand corner, you'll actually see where we're aiming here. And we're going to see that this green's going to break to the right. It's uphill 4 feet, breaking from the left to the right. So we're going to try to aim a little bit short of that flag stick. And we'll see if we can hit it up there. So we're looking about 66 feet total. And we'll have to see how fast these greens are. I think I left the stimp meter at standard. So we'll take a look and see how close we can get this shot here. So we're 66 feet uphill. One thing I don't like is the conversion to feet until you're actually on the green. I prefer for it to show yardage. So we're about 30 yards away, so I gotta try to get a chip shot up there, probably somewhere around 25, 26 yards, hopefully. But we'll see how we do here. So not the greatest, but not too bad. I'm about 10 feet away from putting. So in regards to putting, we're actually going to have a couple of different options. Number 1, we'll have the line where it actually plays the break. Number 2, we'll have it where it actually aligns the break for you. And then number 3, we can just have the entire thing off. So if we turned it off and we accept that, then all that would show up for us would be the actual grids, which would be okay. And let me show you what happens now. So now it's gone, right? So now the way we would adjust it is we can actually aim with our arrow marker or with the mouse and kind of adjust it. So this is what you're used to seeing with most simulators. it's up to you on whatever options you would like. To me, the play break and line break is a little bit confusing sometimes, only because sometimes I feel like I'm playing the break and I set it up that way and it's not really accurate. Or number two, I set up for a line break and just work on that speed and it doesn't accurately reflect it for me. So I think it's just more of me not being used to that feature. So I like to actually set my own adjustment to kind of figure out. You can see the lines here as far as how it's breaking, which is nice. So it's breaking left to right. I'm 9 feet 8 inches. I'm uphill. So I'm going to aim just a bit outside the hole and we'll see how we do with this shot. All right, so 9 feet 8 inches. Just so you know, as far as the simulator setup, it's actually about 9 feet directly from where I putt here in the middle of the mat to where the screen is. The great thing about the Uneekor QED system is that it gives me a little bit of range as to where I can place that ball. So for putting, I like to put it here on the actual stance mat portion. I created a little ramp here so it'll just roll straight off. So it's a more accurate reflection of putting for me, I think, in this situation. So I'm going to see we aim about 9 feet. Hopefully we can play that break and either get it close or get it in the hole. We actually made it. So we made par on the first hole. Let's see if we can keep on going. Okay, so hole 2 is 364 yards. And you see it's going to be a dogleg right to left. Hopefully we'll stay away from that water, get it close, and shoot it up and in for par or even for birdie. But that wouldn't be pretty accurate of which 3 holes, so we'll see how we do. So quick question to you at home. What do you guys think of the graphics of E6 Connect? I know I did a video on the past of E6. So far, I've been really impressed with the graphics on E6 Connect. I think it's actually a much better improvement. And they're going back and redoing a lot of their E6 courses to make it nicer. And it does have up to 4K resolution. I don't have that on my particular setup. My projector's 1080. But it's nice that you have the 4K option. And they're working on new courses. So I think they're doing a really good job about updating that and getting it a little bit more accurate, a little bit higher quality. So let me know what you think about the graphics of E6 Connect. It's a pretty horrible shot. Kind of what I expected with the driver to start with. Only 207 yards, but we'll see if we can get it closer on the next shot. Now, one feature that I really love with E6 Connect is the ability to click anywhere on the map to adjust and drag. So that's one of the things that I've suggested to Uneekor QED on their integrated system, is to be able to do this, exactly what you see here in the upper right hand corner. Be able to drag that flag or the marker wherever you want to aim it. So now for our second shot, it's 215 yards. I'm going to pull out that hybrid again, see what I can do. And I'm going to aim for that bunker. Sometimes I'll hit a draw with the hybrid if I hit it right. So I'll aim for that bunker, see if I can get it up there and close, and hopefully get another opportunity at par from where I'm at, and hopefully avoid all this wet stuff over here to the left. So quick question to everyone at home. When you haven't played golf in a while, what's the first thing in your golf swing to go? For me, it's the driver by far. I have a hard time tuning that back after I haven't played golf in a while. But let me know what your toughest club is to get back when you haven't played golf in a while. All right, so not a great shot again. 183 yards. I'm in the bunker. Let's chip it in there. All right, 32 yards away from the bunker. And if we look here, it's going to break to the right, 3 feet 8 inches uphill to the right. So let's aim left of that flag stick, about that 90-foot mark roughly, which is about 30 yards, and then we'll see what we can do. One of the greatest things I feel about the Uneekor integrated system, their Succeed program, is how it feels when you hit out of a bunker, because I feel like it's very accurate as far as the amount of power it takes to get you onto the green. I'm going to see how it is on E6 Connect and give you guys some feedback as far as what my experiences are with it in regards to that versus the Uneekor QED Succeed program. So obviously the toughest thing I feel to reflect on actual simulator golf would be a bunker shot, because you can't hit out of sand into the screen obviously, but I think Uneekor QED Succeed does a really good job as far as bunker play and what I feel is accurate. Let's take a shot here with Connect and see how it does. I'm going to use a 60-degree wedge for the shot. Okay, so I kind of thinned it, and it did penalize me a bit as if I was hitting out of a bunker, so I was actually pretty impressed with the feedback on that one. Was a little bit of a thin shot, but I think it went pretty close to what you would actually hit out of if I were to hit sand with that shot as well. Okay, so here we are again on the green. We have a 22-foot putt, 5 inches uphill. It's another break left to right. I'm going to aim a little bit left again of that flagstick. And we'll see how we do with that shot. I'm aim a little bit left. So that's what I'm going to aim for, about 22 feet, and let's see how we're looking. All right, so if we're following the same rule, 9 feet, I'm going to try to hit double the amount to the screen, and we'll see if we can get it close to that 22-foot mark. Got it to 19 foot. There's 5-foot gimmies that we set, so we're good. We're moving on to the next hole with a bogey on hole number 2. All right, so the last hole is going to be a par 5, 492 yards. We're going to be hitting driver again. God help us. Hopefully we'll hit the fairway, and then we'll see what we have for our second shot. But hopefully we can make that bogey up on this hole and finally shoot par in which 3 holes for once. So one thing I did notice is, like on this shot, for example, there's a tree here on the left-hand side. So what I was trying to figure out, and I haven't figured out yet, is how to move this ball in the tee box, if that's an option. So I've checked settings, I looked at the manual, I didn't see it. I would like to see that option if it's not yet an option, is the ability to somehow click that ball. If I click the ball, then it pulls up the stick, but it will just adjust where I'm aiming, as you see on the map. So I'm going to go ahead and aim on the right side to try to eliminate that tree. And if I do find out how to adjust where the ball is in that tee box, as it is an option on some other simulators out there, I will let you know as far as what we're looking at. The other thing I'm also not sure of is adjustment of the ball on the screen in regards to where it is on your simulator screen. You'll also see a video from me about that in regards to other programs where you're able to move the ball, so where you have it on your mat, it shows up on the actual screen. I'm not sure if E6 Connect offers that feature yet, but I think that would be room for improvement there as well, to be able to adjust it on the actual screen where you're about to hit the ball, so it lines up with your ball on your actual golf mat as well. All right, and talking about that screen thing, I'm talking about where the ball is here. The ball on the screen would also line up with that ball here. As you see on mine, as you may or may not be able to see because it's washed out, it's actually left. It's right in the center of my screen, but where I'm hitting from is a little bit further right of that. So that would be a nice feature if it's not yet one. If it is one and I find out, I'll put that in the notes section below. "191 yards again, not a great drive, but I'm still recovering from that hernia, so I'm not trying to kill it today. But 191 yards, so we'll go ahead and hit that second shot and see if we can get a lot closer. So as I'm lining up the shot, I wanted to show you one other thing that I saw, and I'm not sure if it's something I need to change in my profile or what, but let's just say I wanted to pick my club that I was going to hit with, and in this case I'm going to play some old man golf, old man hernia golf we'll call it. I'm going to hit a 5-iron up there to try to get me a nice approach shot for my third shot. So right now it's selected the 7-iron, but I'm going to go ahead and hit a 5-iron, so I'm going to click it, but I notice that it stays at 7-iron up here on the upper left. So you can't really change it. I don't know if it's auto-selecting it based upon what it recommends, but for me, I want to hit a 5-iron and staying at a 7-iron. So we'll see if we can get some feedback on that as well, because no matter what I select, it's going to stay at 7-iron from there. So we'll see if we can get you some more input on that also. Let's hit that second shot now. Okay, hit that pretty good out of the rough though. Only 155 yards. I normally hit a 5-iron up to 180, 190, so it could have penalized me a bit. Plus, I may not be hitting as hard as I think I am. But overall, pretty good shot, I thought, with a 5-iron. For the third shot, we got 161 yards. I'll be using a 6-iron and get it up there. Hopefully we can get it on the green and close to the hole. Get up there. Stop. All right, so not a bad shot, but we still got some work for par. All right, so I haven't showed it to you yet, but I want to show you that screen that comes up after you hit a shot, which is really cool. It's going to show you your distance, your carry. So in that shot, I hit it 148 yard carry for a total of 161.1 yards total distance. My launch angle was 18.7, ball speed was 104, backspin was 34.37. Shows you the side spin of 211, direction was 1.4 from right to left, and my smash factor was 1.53. So pretty cool stuff. I like that, and it's going to save that for your shots. Each shot will save it for you, so I'll show you how to take a look at that here in just a minute. But I would like to be able to see, obviously, the ability to save your actual clubs and have that data somehow saved later so you can access and analyze it. I think that would be really nice. If it's not already an option, I haven't figured it out, but it may be an option. So if it is, I'll let you know in the notes as we talked about in the video. But one of the other cool features is you can now go back and watch that shot again. So if I show you the replay of the shot, you can go back, which is a really nice feature, and you can do this for all your shots on that analyzer for that hole, and go back, because if you hit like a hole-in-one or something, you're gonna want to share that with friends, which is nice. So you have the ability to do that, and then you could actually change the camera views as well. So this will show you like some of the actual camera views that you can set it on. So that one's an actual golfer view if you're watching the ball. So that's not the greatest view when you're playing simulator golf, but it's more accurate to real life, of course. And let's just show you one other just to give you an idea. We can do the classic camera. Go ahead and hit play there. So again, it's going to follow the shot. Very similar to a stationary camera. I don't see much of a difference. This could have been one of their original camera setups. And then we'll show you one other, something hopefully cooler. And we'll do the trail camera, just to show you that one. So it kind of lets it go for a little bit, then zooms in. So that was like more like the original shot. And then we can do a reverse camera, and it's going to show you your shot from the other angle. I like that one a lot, especially when you're reviewing it and watching it over again to see what it does. So that's really nice. Okay, so we're going to back out of that now, and we'll go ahead and close that out. But now I want to show you how to access that. So all you'd have to do is click on the E6 logo down here on the left and go to Analyzer. And now you're going to see that shot there, which is nice. I like that. And that's shot number 3. And if I were to click this button down here, it's going to pull up all my shots now. So that's nice. So for the hole, I can now go and watch my first shot, do the same thing, get the same data. So that's why I'm saying it'd be nice for it to track this as a driver shot, have access to going back to it later and be able to analyze all your shot data, all your average carry distance. And it may do that online, so we'll double check that, and if it does, we'll let you know. But that's definitely a nice feature if it does, so that way you can track all your distances and all your shots. Okay, so we're going to be pitching a shot up onto the green now, and if you look at these lines here, they're going to show you that it's going to be breaking to the right. You'll also see the arrow indicating that it's going to break to the right. So we're going to aim slightly left of that flag stick. We're going to be hitting it about 18 feet total, and we're going to be hitting it uphill. So we're going to try to aim left of that flag stick. We're going to try to do a bump and run to get it up close, and hopefully within 5 feet, hopefully in the hole, but hopefully within 5 feet for that gimme range, and get a par for this last hole. So let's go ahead and take that shot. So 18 feet total, but to my screen it's about 9 feet. I'm not going to try to hit it that far. I'm going to try to hit it about 7 to 8 feet and do a little bump and run up there with a gap wedge. So let's see how close we can get it. All right, not too bad. We had a chance to get it for birdie, but we'll go ahead and take the par. All right, and taking a look at our final scorecard, you'll see that we shot a 1 over par. You'll also see the handicaps at the bottom, 11, 5, and 15. So kind of had a mixed bag of handicaps. I was kind of hoping for that par on the switch 3 holes, but that's okay. We'll get it next time. But overall, I had a really, really good time playing E6 Connect. One of my first times I've played it, and I really did enjoy it. But I'd love to hear your thoughts at home about what you thought about the program. So I had a blast playing E6 Connect today, I'll be honest with you. It was one of my first times trying it, and I really, really did enjoy the experience. I think they've done a lot of improvements to E6, the regular E6. The E6 Connect has been really impressive for me. So a couple things, obviously, we talked about in the video. I'd like to be able to move that ball on the tee box. We'll find out if that's an option or not. I'd like the ability to be able to have that club track accurately, because we did click on that and try to change it to a 5-iron, and it didn't change. So hopefully that's something that we can adjust as well. But overall, I was actually pretty impressed with E6 Connect. I think it's a really, really good system, a really good simulator program. It's a good option for people out there that are looking Hopefully we'll see E6 Connect as well come to the SkyTrack in the near future. I know that's rumored and should be happening, but for now I'm really enjoying it as well on the Uneekor QED system, and I think it does a really good job of incorporating that Uneekor QED system and reflecting the data. But there's lots of people out there that use the SkyTrack, so hopefully we'll get all those heads together and get that figured out so we can get E6 Connect on SkyTrack. I hope to do more videos on E6 Connect for you guys soon. I want to work on different things to show you, so if there's something you'd like to see on E6 Connect, please message me in the comments, email me at roland@mygaragegolf.com. That's our email address. Reach out to us anytime. If you want to explore getting your own simulator at home or even getting started in that, I'd love the opportunity to help you guys. Before you go out and purchase anything, a SkyTrack, a GC2, please reach out to me first. I'd love the opportunity to help you. It does help out the channel if you use some of our links sometimes, and it's still going to be the same low cost to you, but we can help with your order and help you follow up with that if needed. So please reach out to us first if you feel our information and our channel is useful for you at home. If you liked our video on E6 Connect today, please give us a thumbs up on the video link. And if you haven't done so as well, please consider subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell notification for more videos like the one that you saw here today. As always, if you have any questions, reach out to us again at roland@mygaragegolf.com. We're here to answer anything. We want your feedback. What did you like about this video? What would you like to see in the future so we can do more content like what we did here today for you guys at home. Look forward to pumping out more videos to you soon. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with us as usual, and keep on golfing.